G'day guys, we're here today and we have my Yamaha Mt07. It's a 2023 model. So we've stepped up from the last review video, which was an Mt03. With this one, it's just a LAMS approved model again. So not the high output, but today I'll run you through its features, its specs, a couple of the aftermarket options I've got on it, and then we'll start it up. You can hear it, and then we'll go for a little bit of a ride around. So with the 2023 model, you have, I guess, an updated front end. So you have your main headlight, and then your twin side lights, which they're mainly just for looks, I suppose, and better rider visibility. They don't actually provide any extra light for the rider at night, so I don't notice them at least. Moving on to what else is pretty new, probably this dash if you want to come over here and have a look at it. So this is new from the 2023 model onwards, and you can just change all your, I guess, information settings. So you have instant fuel, average fuel, your trips, your odos, your coolant temperatures and oil temperatures, which I guess it's not much different to the old dash. It just looks, I guess, a fair bit more updated, and yeah, I guess it matches the year model of the bike, because the other dashes were a bit outdated and like every other entry-level bike. So as well, moving on to, I guess, what has been done to the bike since it's left the showroom floor, would have to be this windscreen. That was a couple $100. Now I find the windscreen, its best use is to cover this big dash cluster here, because without the windscreen it sticks up and it looks a little bit odd. Next to that, the windscreen doesn't actually provide any, I guess, extra wind protection. It's more about the looks. Moving on, we have the RNG crash sliders, which those I haven't had to use them yet, thankfully, and I don't plan on it. And then next off, what's been done to the bike would be this Acro full carbon exhaust system, which makes the bike stop sounding like a little postie and actually gives it some low-end grunty big boy bike sounds, which at the moment I have the baffle in and it's still loud enough to actually hear what the bike should sound like without going deaf by the end of the ride, which will give you a start up towards the end. Then my last thing that's been done to the bike would just be the tail tidy. It just cleans up the rear end of the bike, makes it look more clean, and again, it's got no other use other than looks and personal preference. So yeah, these are my little additions. We can get stuck into starting her up, hearing her, and then we'll take her for a little ride. So yeah, we'll give you a bit of a start up and you can hear the engine. Which yeah, it's got some good grunt. Alrighty, let's get going.